The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning, fellas. Back at it. It is Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Bernard, Randy, Sue, Todd. Hey, John, good morning and welcome back. Guys, good morning. A few folks are here on trial. Good morning and welcome to the room. I'm not sure who's in the room yet, but I will go over what you're seeing. Oh, you're welcome, Brad. Yeah, I haven't heard from Dean in days, and I know he had surgery last week. He normally puts them in the member area, so I sent them out via email yesterday. In any event, guys, good morning. Today is, I think it's the 16th, yes? 15th, my bad. Today is the 15th. Heading into July 4th already. Pretty amazing. Markets have been up and down, longs and shorts across the board. So we have some volatility. Quickly looking at what we've got, 116, 15, 14 net sellers right now in the NASDAQ, nothing. We have net sellers in silver, which I just turned my silver bot on. I've also just turned bonds on and now gold. I have my gold on. ES has about just under 7,000 net buyers. Crude 900 sellers. Gold has 2,700 net sellers in the overnight session. I would like to see gold move into that 1650 to 70 zone, which I think would be where we want to get long if you guys are interested. Currently, Dow futures are down 523. We've been down more than that. S&P is down 55 handles. NASDAQ's off 122, and the Russell is down 35. VIX futures up 10, almost 11% at 38 and change. And, of course, the VIX cash is 41, almost 42. Thank you, Dana. Almost 42, up 15%. So volatility is increasing here, guys. And the NASDAQ is moving lower already. Watch that YM. It's starting to flop as well. Guys, let me quickly read the disclaimer. I doubt we have any news today. And then I'll go over for the benefit of trials, the room. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Gold has shorted on the 377 tick. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell. Futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. There is your disclaimer. Here is gold on the 377. The 3 minutes going to roll as well. Gold has support at 11. If gold breaks 11, it's going to get smacked. No. There's no way to backtest it, Sam. There's no way to backtest it. I mean, it's not a, there's no strategy per se. So that's why I haven't, offered it to anybody or done anything with it until I can, play with it and find what works consistently. It's not worth a hill of beans. If you guys remember last week when we started with the scalper in the beginning of the week using that Unirenko setting, I mean, that puppy did $4,300 the first day we traded it. Come on, gold. It's got to break 12.9. I think it came to 12.9. 13. It's got to break 12.9. It gets the first target anyways. I think if it breaks that 12.9, it'll come down and get at least second target.
Target filled.
All right, so there's first target on the bot. I moved the target out to the third. Anybody attend the webinar I did on Saturday? Any of you guys in the webinar on Saturday? Thank you, Stephen. Man, some of those other speakers were... The guy before me was horrific. Now, some guy from Florida.
Stop filled.
He ended the webinar by saying, remember, don't touch your face and don't touch anybody else's face. Did you not hear that? What an absolute goofball. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Chris. Guys, anybody that did not get my email on, I think Saturday morning, might have been yesterday morning, I don't remember. Good morning, Mark.
Order submitted.
I sent out an email with all of my current settings, all the charts that I currently am using. Who's in my room this morning?
Order filled.
All right, crude shorted. Are you being facetious or are you being serious? Tom? Oh. Oh my God, he was terrible. Seriously. It's a good thing I didn't have access to a gun. I'd have blown my brains out. Send me an email, Charlie. I've put you back into benchmark email for the literal third time, as per your email this morning. I think they saved the best for last, Stephen. Because the guy that does the, puts the webinar on is, they call it Trader's Corner, but that's actually Mark Sachs from Right Line Trading, and he goes last.
We're going to down to the June Empire Manufacturing Inspector
Order submitted.
Typical pre-market, typical Monday, little choppy, little nothing. NASDAQ's gone small green on the Delta. So today at 2 o'clock, I have a meeting with my programmer who's done the MT5 bot, and he will be installing it on my, I've loaded the MT5 platform.
Order filled.
There's gold. Gold should get to 15.5 anyways. Guys, we're just kind of chopping around in a small area. My money would be on shorts, but who, John? Oanda? I think they're the only ones in the States. Are they in the US, John? I never heard of them. DarwinX? European? Okay. I just opened today with Oanda. They're on trial. Gold took a long on the 377 and got targets. First target just now. Looks like we're going to get a bid on the open. NASDAQ, if it breaks out above 95.30, trades to 50, give or take. NASDAQ above 29.50. Looks like it trades up to 95.50. No trades in crude while I was gone. It's still in shorts. Anybody have any questions before we go, fellas? Looks like we came one tick from target on the bonds. Hit first target, didn't fill, 41 ticks. Hit first target on the Russell. Damn it. Hate when that happens. Hit first target and did not fill. If you guys want to manually close the trade, close the trade. This is not a short. I shouldn't have my trail on. There we go. Come on, Russell, seriously? One tick?
Stop filled.
Okay, target filled on the Russell on break even +1. First target is off. First target is off. This should not have taken a loss. I had the trail on. You guys know I don't put trail on until first target, be that as it may. YM is back to entry. The ES on the 8 range. ES is going to go long, guys. It's going to go long. There it is. Come on, buddy.
Target filled.
First target. I told you it's going to go long. I can see it. I see the buyers. They're buying the hell out of it. They are buying the living heck out of it. There goes the YM.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on the 8 range. Done. On the bot. Done.
Target filled. Stop filled.
Anybody thinks this gets first target? 86 ticks. Took some heat. Took some heat. Guys, listen. Heat is a function of trading. Right? As long as it doesn't go to a stop out, it doesn't matter.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on the Russell 3 minutes, up 780. Both targets hit. Okay? Both targets hit. So let me ask you guys, who here thought you'd be long today? Big gap down last night. Everybody's coming in thinking we're going to get slaughtered. So I'm saying, the bot doesn't think. The bot doesn't have emotions, right? The bot is taking trades on parameters. High COVID numbers, right? This came pretty close to target here. 13 ticks. You guys may, elect to close it manually. $13 ticks to target. We're pulling back on the bigger time frame, so you may want to close this. It's your prerogative. If we get through that first target, if we get through 25,000, this thing is going to tear. This thing will tear. NASDAQ never pulled back. ES is still going, guys. ES is still going. Still struggling, but YM is still grinding. Got sellers coming in. Look at your delta. They're buying a few back now. They're buying some back. Some more sellers. I'm watching my delta here, guys. Okay, new 3-minute. I'm going to turn the trail off and move it to break even. Regardless, it's not going to a loss. I'll close the trade out manually. Still sellers. It's got to get through 74. It's been there twice.
Order filled.
All right, I'm out. It may still go. I close the trade. Gold's got a nice trade here on the scalper.
Order submitted.
We need a pullback. We're hanging tough, though. We need a pullback, but we're hanging tough.
Order filled.
All right, gold is now long on the 3-minute as well. This is going to need some work here, fellas, on gold. But be that as it may. Still long NASDAQ, guys. Target is 96.29. 9629. I know y'all thought I was nuts. You guys can say it. How many guys are in the NASDAQ? Or how many people in the room are in the NASDAQ? 9629, give or take. That's your target. Okay, John. Good job. Good job. Okay, John. Good. Todd's in the YM. 25041, 042. Next target up, Todd. Anybody that's in the YM. 042. NASDAQ 9629, give or take. Here comes first target on gold. Missed by a tick. Yep, ES, that's going too. Gold is at, there it is. Let's say it's that first target, it didn't fill it. All right, well, let's see if we can get 63 ticks, which is the third target out. ES is into some resistance here, guys. Nope, that's YM. YM has to get above 25030. It is headed to 25113. Above 030. YM above 25030, area heads to 25113. Okay? Anybody that's in the NASDAQ, if the NASDAQ gets above 9645, pay attention. If the NASDAQ gets above 9645, your target becomes 9714. All right, YM has to get a close above, it hit 34. I got to get a close above 29 on the 5 minutes. Above 30, call it. A 5-minute close above 25030, you target 113. 25113. So for my trials, you're watching the robot that's in front of you. And then I'm offering order flow trades as I see them. Guys, bear with me 1 second. I just have to send a couple links. So gold has almost gotten second target here. It's got some noise right here. It did hit second target to the tick. Got 42 ticks on the bot. I've moved out to 63. Trying to get that third target. Pay attention, fellas. Pay attention. I have shut RTY off. My Russell is done for the day. Okay? It's done. I've shut my ES Unirenko off for the day. It's done. I've shut my 15 range off for the day. It's done. They've all made money. One of the things that you guys with the bots have to learn, and I'll paraphrase the great late Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, fellas. YM is now headed, eventually going to work its way up to 25,133. My second target was just hit at 041,042. Next target up is going to be 25,098 with an expected destination of 113. Clear? Anybody have any questions? We've gotten to 2350 on the NASDAQ. Should get you to 28, 29 before it hits any headwinds. Above 96.45, buckle up. It's going to be a long ride up to 97.14.75. Once crude completes this trade, I will shut crude off for the day. Here comes your next target at 25,098 YM. 098. Final destination on the YM at 25,113. I think it'll see that today. We may get a pullback, but that's where it's headed. All right, so gold came a few ticks shy. Well, 8, 9 ticks. That's not a few. But it should get near VWAP, right? All right, Phyllis, you're calling it a day. 2 screens up 3,000. There you go. Phyllis is back. Nice job, Phyllis. Nice job. Todd's got his daily goal in. See you tomorrow, fellas. That's the way to do it, guys.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Like your MTV. If I have any trials or anybody that's watching this video later today that doesn't think I'm funny, I try. So just, all right, I'll take this out of here.
Order filled.
That's done for the day. Up $400. One trade. It's good. Let me show you. Let me show you this YM. Look. Took the long. You took some heat, guys. You took some heat. This is the opening 5-10 minutes. We took some heat. Right? I don't care about heat. First target, 80. Now I closed that trade out. 86 ticks and 143. Final target's at 200 ticks. Just waiting on this crude, guys. Should get it. Should go to VWAP, right? It always goes to VWAP. All right, guys, we're rolling over a little bit.
Target filled.
We're out, guys. That's it. All three targets hit. Up 840. Guess what? Done. It made money. Done. It's done. Anybody have any questions? Wasn't watching this. I should have been at break even.
Stop filled. Order filled.
All right.
Stop filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
NASDAQ's getting ready to go again. It's got to get through 8.5, maybe 9.
Order filled. Target filled.
Crude
Order filled.
got first target.
Target filled.
ES got first target. NASDAQ got first target. It's up $200. $300 on this trade.
Stop filled. Target filled. Target filled.
Anybody remember the next target up on the YM? 998, fellas. 998. 998. And then we're going to where? 113.
Target filled.
There are no bots on, no trades on the bots right now, guys. There are no bot trades on. Here's where we're at. Oh, damn it. I did not shut the Unirenko off. All right, so that's down. We're down 150 on gold on the 377. I'm down 562 on bonds. That hit target and went to a loss and then is gone to targets. And $62 here. Okay. All right.
Order filled. Stop filled. Target filled.
Yep.
Target filled.
That got first target. I'm waiting for NASDAQ to roll over on the bigger time frame, if it does. We didn't get to 29, guys. We got to, it looks like 23 quarter. Let me just take a look at the VIX.
Order submitted.
Dow futures down 393.
Stop filled.
S&P is off 33 handles. NASDAQ's down 31. Russell's off 14. VIX is up about 7%. Futures at 37.23. VIX cash is up about 6 8/10 at 38.54. So the VIX has pulled back a bit on this move up.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled.
Crude filled along on that 987 tick
Filled.
on the bot.
Stop filled.
So crude is long on the bot on the 500 tick. So the YM guys on this scalper, let me try something else. Let's try it on a 1 minute. Wouldn't make any difference, I don't think, but
Order filled.
Russell may pull back a little bit. All sellers in the Russell today. The bot. The bot, Jim.
Order submitted.
All right, guys. We could get a pullback in the NASDAQ here and the YM. We haven't rolled anywhere yet, but I suspect if we roll on the YM or the Russell.
Order filled.
All right, ES is short again. So with this scalper, I'm still trying to figure out what time frames work best. You know, where stops need to be. You know, it's a work in progress, guys. So crude is trying on this long. See you tomorrow, Chris. Do you make your money? Awesome. Guys, it's by all accounts, it's been a good Monday. Any of my trials have any questions?
Order submitted. Order filled.
Yes.
Target filled.
There it is.
Target.
I couldn't move it. Dang it. There goes crude on the bot, fellas. It's a ways away yet. 29 ticks first target. Now, guys, for those of you that are on trial, and if you watch this video later today, when I send it out, the targets and stops are not generic. Okay? Well, they're identified by the bot. So the bot is using average true range. Hey, Norm. Bot is using average true range. I have no email from you. Yeah, I do now. Okay, so Norm, when you say you've sent multiple emails to Joel, understand a couple of things. We have over 450 bot users. Oftentimes people expect an immediate response. Now, I typically respond immediately. I respond from my phone. I respond, I'm constantly at my computer, etc. Joel is in the process of, programming, working on things, and he gets back to people when he can, right? I mean, do you have an immediate issue? Is there something that I can help you with? Because pretty much anything he can do, I can do. Okay, so what's your immediate need, Norm? I'm sure I can do it. Okay, take your time. We got all morning. You know, I mean, in Joel's defense, he literally gets hundreds
Order submitted.
of emails, hundreds. And, you know, guys will email him and say, oh, my bot doesn't work. And they've got a wrong setting. They didn't connect it. You know, I mean, my targets aren't working. They have the exits off. So generally, any questions that most of you have are contained in the member area in all of these videos. And I know that there is hours of videos, but if you go to the member area, I mean, I've done education on all this stuff. I guarantee you it's somewhere in here. I guarantee it. Now, on occasion, you know, there's an issue that arises that's not in a video or you guys haven't heard or seen or I haven't addressed. It does happen. But generally speaking,
Order submitted.
it's something simple. So I'm sure I can solve it.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Gold got to 24.4. Not quite my target. 24.6, my bad. Got my target. Missed by a tick or two. That's pretty much target, fellas.
Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled.
Okay.
Target filled.
Hey, Ryan. Good morning, man. Lower high in here. Small buyers. All right, guys. Oh, damn it.
Order filled. Target filled.
YM is a short if anybody's interested. You're welcome, Jim. YM is holding some small support at 94. It's got to come down through 94. It's got to come down through 94. It just bounced off of 95 and 99. It's got to break 99. If YM breaks at 99, it's going to get ratcheted. I don't know. I think they're going to kill this thing, Virgilio.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Stop filled where? There's no trades on. NASDAQ came down to my 43.44 level. That's support. Now, if it blows through that, it's going to come down to 95.21. Guys, they're selling in here, but it's not big selling.
Target filled.
It's not big selling.
Target filled.
Crude is trying on the bot still. Has not gone to a target. All right, let's see here. Okay, so it's not placing stops and targets. So there's usually two reasons why it doesn't place stops or targets. One, you see this exits? That's off. Okay, that's reason number one. Make sure that's on. What do you mean, where? Right here, on the chart. Exits. 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 Okay? Two, you don't have an ATM. You have none. Guys will email me and say, it went to target and didn't take anything off. Okay, well, the bot is not a mind reader, guys. It has no idea what you want to do. You have to tell it. I want to take 2 contracts off at target 1 and 1 contract off at target 2. I want to take 1 contract off at, so you have to set a generic, you have to set a generic ATM. There has to be a generic ATM. Okay? And the bot will override that as long as your exits is on. And then it will correctly place targets and stops. So, was your exits off? What do you mean? Where does it show you how to do that? How to do what? I don't know what you're asking me. How to do what? Do you not know how to set an ATM on Ninja? See, this is not, just for what it's worth, fellas, this is not, none of this is Joel's job. None of it. Okay? This is not Joel's job. When you guys join, I send you an email. In that email, I tell you where the member area is. In the member area, I tell you that there is a
target filled
manual. In the manual, it tells you everything you need to know. Targets Trading Pro manual, installation of the bot, how to even build a chart. Yet guys will call me up and say, I don't know how to build a chart. Okay, well, adding the indicator, getting the bot functional on the chart. There's even a video. I've done videos for all of these. Trade settings for the bot, exits on, exits off, right? With the exits on, the bot will trade only the first and second target. With the exits off, it uses your generic ATM, okay? Trail on, trail off, ATM strategy, okay? So if you guys are watching the videos, and I know many of you are not, that's why you guys have some issues. So here's the question. Do you know how to set an ATM strategy on your NinjaTrader, Norm? Do you know how to set an do you know how to do an ATM strategy? There's first target on the crude. Do you know how to do an ATM strategy? Okay. Yes, it does work. So you've set your ATM strategy, right? So for instance, on this, I'm using what I call my 2x1. It's 3 contracts, 2 contracts off at first target, 1 contract off at second target. I've labeled it 2x1. You can call it whatever you want, right? Once you put your ATM strategy in there and your exits on, it will auto set your targets and stops once the trade fires. That's how it's programmed. If that does not work, I mean, if you're still having a problem, don't you have to set points, No. No, guys, here's how you set an ATM strategy. You go over here to where it says edit. Well, first of all, it's generally like this, none, right? You have to set this thing to custom, okay? This is what you get right here. So then you have to say how many contracts. We start with order quantity. How many contracts? Whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 300, whatever it is. You then have to come down and you have to tell the robot how many contracts at target 1 are coming off and how many contracts at target 2 are coming off. So we come down here to add. Let's assume you're trading more than 1, right? So let's say you want to do 2 by 1. So I'm taking 2 contracts off at target 1 and 1 contract off at target 2. Let's use a generic stop loss, 20 ticks. Doesn't matter. You could use 2,000. As far as profit, let's do 15 and let's do 20. Then you save that as a template. Name it whatever you'd like. Okay? Now, when you're talking about, I do not understand when you're saying margin in the ATM strategy. There is no margin place to set. If you are talking about here, then you go to properties, you right click on your chart trader and go to properties. Okay? And that brings this up, P&L display, if that's what you're referring to. So while I was in the middle of that, guys, I missed a trade to show you. The Unirenco took a long and got those targets. It's still down, but we got a ways. Did that answer your questions, Norm? There you go. So if you would, just send Joel a quick email and tell him that I answered your questions. He doesn't have to respond. Yeah, absolutely. I respond post haste. So if anybody has any questions or anybody, has an issue, generally speaking, guys, unless it's something of a, technology glitch or something like that, I can answer your questions and I will respond to you far quicker than Joel. Joel's got a lot on his plate. He's bringing on somebody to help him, but he's effectually a one-man gang. His job is programming. That's what he does. Help. Like, for instance, if you were to call him up with or have him contact you with that issue, and it turns out that it's just your exits button is not on, it's kind of a waste of his time. It is a waste of his time. But that's what I'm here for. All right, guys. Looks like we're going back up. This crude is trying to break up to that second target, guys. And fellas, I'm always happy to help. I will always, always help. So if there's an issue, all you have to do is call me. All right, guys. NASDAQ or YM. Can anybody in the room remind me of what the final destination was on the YM? Is there anybody that can remind me what my final target was on the YM? As I recall, 25,113. Whoops. Guess where we're at, fellas? Yeah, and I think sometimes, Norm, you're in Australia, and I just got an email from Joel, or a text from Joel. You emailed him at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then twice this morning. He does return emails, I promise you guys. NASDAQ above 96.45 goes hooey. YM could trade back to 23,372 if anybody is holding YM still. Is there anybody holding YM? Almost a final target here, guys, on crude. 5 ticks shy at this point. All right, bonds filled a short again. I would think bonds are coming down. NASDAQ, it's got to get above 19 and 23. All right, let's see here, Sam. For what it's worth, I only had gold on today, made good money, but the true money maker, I have been scalping, trying it out on the old Unirank with last week's settings. One contract ES and GC, you're up 1,200 plus with the bot. What it made, you're out. I really think the old Unirenko on the ES, yeah, it might, Sam. I mean, I'm still kind of futzing with, settings to kind of see what works best. Good job. Nice job. Guys, everybody's leaving with their money today. I mean, is there anybody not making money? You as well, Sam. See you tomorrow. Guys, again, I sent out all of the chart settings that I am currently trading in an email today. If you folks don't have it, you need to email me. Please check spam and junk first, because oftentimes that's where benchmark goes, spam or junk. When I turn my phone on, George. The bird lived, Todd. He lived. He lived. Little son of a gun. Had another one hit yesterday. Seriously. I'm going to have to put like a no-fly zone sign outside my office window because it scares the heck out of me every time I'm in here. And that thing, well, the first one that flew into the window was a big bird. I don't know what it was. It was no robin. That was during education. You guys all heard that. Anybody have any questions, guys? We hit target here. I'll close it out. All right, that's done. $1,000 trade on crude on the 987. Crude is done for me for the day, fellas. Done and done. They always do, Todd. They always do. It's pretty funny. Chang, it's in an email. Get your email. I sent it out this morning to every bot owner, guys.
Order submitted. Order filled.
There is no stop loss in targets on the bot. There's no stop loss in targets. The bot identifies that. Once again, it goes back to the last person that had a question. You have to set an ATM, whatever that is, one contract or a million, somewhere in between. You have to tell the robot what you want to take off at target 1 and target 2. You set a generic ATM strategy, and the bot does the rest. There is no, we're not identifying the stops and the targets. The bot is. Guys, if you would give me 1 minute. So here's a perfect analogy, guys. If you had, you have GP, everybody has GPS in their car, right? So if you get in the car and you want to go to the store, but you don't tell GPS the address of the store, you can't get there.
Target filled.
Right? You have, well, all right, guys, we got another short on the Unirenko on ES. You have to tell the bot what it is you want it to do. $92 was target, and we came to 2 ticks shy of target. 2 lousy ticks, and now the time frames are turning up. 2 lousy ticks from target. So the Unirenko usually is very profitable.
Stop filled.
Today's an odd day with this Unirenko, guys. Trend is up, but odd day with this Unirenko.
Order filled.
Oh, damn it. That shouldn't have taken that short. That's on me. That's operator error. Thank you, David. So we're back over 3,000. We're longs, guys. We're longs. If this gets over the hump here at 03, hang on, fellas, 1 second. Sorry, guys, I had a call come in. Can I quickly run through the tabs on the bot chart trader and what they mean while you have a minute? What do you mean the tabs, Norm? You don't mean tabs on your chart. You mean on the bot? You mean all these tabs? Norm, in the trade room, I generally don't do a ton of education other than the trades themselves. What I would ask you to do is go to the member area, and before you trade this bot, I would ask you, no, that's okay. I'm happy to help. I want to help. What I would ask you to do, hang on 1 second, fellas, and here's this damn ZB. For the second time today, it hit target and didn't fill it. I would ask you to spend the better part of, whatever it takes and watch the videos. It's all of this is covered in education. And I know guys get excited, they want to, they want to jump right in. I have no videos on Ninja 8, no, but Ninja 8 does. So, but if there's something you need help with on Ninja 8, I'm happy to help. Just not in the room. I mean, we can schedule something for outside of the room. But everything on the bot and all of that, that's all covered. And then on the weekends when I do education, it's generally all covered there as well. But if you look at the educational videos, everything regarding the bot is all there. I'm still watching this, guys. If you tell me what you need help with on Ninja 8, I can help you. No, Ninja 8. Ninja 8. But if you tell me what you need help with, I will help you.
Order filled.
If you guys can believe this,
Target filled.
if you guys can believe this, there's first target on bonds. The YM has actually gone green, if you guys can believe it. The YM has gone green on the Delta. Not much, but it's gone green. So bonds, guys, got first target here. First target's hit. We've gone break even +1.
Target filled.
Send me an email, Norm, and I'll send you the Unirenko. If there's anybody here that does not have the Unirenko, guys, I will send it to you. Anybody have any questions? Trials? Anybody? I do not have a Unirenko for MT5. I'm not even sure if they make one, John. Anybody know the answer to that, fellas? I have no idea. Guys, this is all that's in a trade. I've shut YM off on the bot. It isn't going to roll over. ES on the Unirenko, I'm hoping gives me. Yeah, I am too, to be honest with you, John. I've never used it. I just had it programmed. NASDAQ, man, 29, almost 3,000 net buyers. I'm hoping we get a pullback into the close of Europe here. And then maybe another place to go long.
Order filled.
All right, that's going to be down today. That's done. DAX has rallied back into green. Wow. Dow is down 275. Started out down 600. We may get a pullback here, guys. 84 target again on the NASDAQ. The only bot I have on currently is the ES and the Unirenko. That's all I have on. Everything else is off. Either green or mild, small red. Crude, gold, unless the 377 tick rolls over, is going to finish down $150. More than made up for it on the 3-minute, which is up 840. Bonds is down 281.25. We should head down to 84, guys. You know, maybe one more stop run on the NASDAQ, but 84 is about where it's coming. This could be the push up. Gold will probably head up to 30.5 today. Man, no stopping this ES. This YM slow grind up as well. Justice. Let's see what we got here, fellas. So the scalper did better today using these newer settings. One of our members had better results trading the 515. So the NASDAQ is now down 16 points, guys. S&P is off 15 handles, and the Dow is now down 188, 185. Buying them all back. Would not be surprised to see us green. VIX futures are up 4%. VIX cash up 3 3/8%. Is it possible to run two different setups? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, Norm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Well, they could theoretically both take a trade. So what I do is, for instance, if I'm running gold and on the 377 and the 3 minute, if, trade, it's not generally, I mean, they can, in fact, point in fact was today, the 377 and the 3 minute took trades within a few minutes of each other. It does not happen frequently, but yes, it does happen. Still think we're going to see, well, there's 95 on the NASDAQ. 68. Hey, Rick. No, it's not. Over 3,000 buyers today, guys, in the NASDAQ. 32,000 buyers in the ES.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled.
Guys, I will I'll go over totals in about 10 minutes. We're going to chop around now, guys, into the end of Europe. And then, we should resume our at least more normalized trading.
Order filled.
Order filled where? Oh, here. Let's say I don't have any bots on.
Target filled. Target filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
That's not what I wanted. That isn't what I wanted. Damn it. Not what I meant to do, fellas. Not what I meant to do. I meant to hit stop, not limit. Well,
Order submitted. Order submitted.
we're holding small support at 94. That was a mistake. Meant to hit stop. Instead, I hit limit.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Kaplan, another comment from the Fed's Kaplan. They want to get through the summer before deciding on the Fed's next steps. Guys, this was a mistake.
Stop filled.
Absolute mistake.
Order canceled.
Oh, Unarenko is long on the ES, fellas. If that gets targets, that'll be pretty close to green.
Target filled.
Break even +1. Long NASDAQ right now, 24.
Target filled.
Both targets filled. So that was down today. It's going to finish down $87 on the bot. I can live with $87. There is nothing egregious here. So fellas, it's 11:25. I'm going to go over the daily totals here. Somebody want to total these out for me, please? The crude on the 3-minute. There we go. Crude on the 3-minute up 400. Crude on the 987 tick today up 1,010. ES on the 3-minute was down 62.50. ES on the 8 range up 512.50. ES on the Unarenko down 87.50. Gold on the 3-minute up 840, and then gold on the 377 tick down 150. No trades in the NASDAQ either 3-minute. NASDAQ did not take a trade today. NQ on the 15 range up 1,080. Russell on the 3-minute up 780. No trade in silver today. YM on the 3-minute up 310. And ZB on the 4 range down 281.25. Anybody total those out? All right, I'll do it. 1410 plus 512.50 plus 840 plus 1,080 plus 780, 310 minus 281.25 minus 150 minus 87.50 minus 62.50. $4,351.25 up. Okay? There's your gross. Up $4,000, guys. Okay, that's your cumulative total. Now, guys, let me explain how I get some of these results, okay? Because some of you guys will tell me, my results are different than yours. Okay. This took one trade today, right? Right at the open. Took that trade. I shut it off. Now, the reality is it wouldn't have taken another trade, but that's not the point. It would have made $780. I shut it off. How about this? This has been shut off for hours. Some of you guys will just let this thing trade itself silly. And then you'll tell me, how are you up $1,080 and I was down 500? Or you were only up 1,080, and I was up 3,000. Guys, I know enough to shut the bots off when they're making money. This is a tool to help you guys get into trades, identify targets and stops, make your daily goal, and get the hell gone. If you guys want to gamble If you guys want to just take every single trade that every single bot takes, come 7, come 11, I suggest you go to Las Vegas. I never liked Atlantic City. It's a dump. I don't gamble anyways, but besides the point, if you guys are going to take every trade that comes down the pike, you guys are going to have some days where, you might do 6 or 7 or 8 or 9,000. We've seen it. But you're going to have days where you lose 2 or 3 or 4 or 5,000. We've seen it. Why? Because these things will start to go sideways. The robot can't trade any differently in a sideways market or a choppy market than you do. But we know we always are going to have movement, generally speaking, from 9:30 to 10:30. Take advantage of it, right? We also know that at times these bots will trade in a sideways range. Now, for those of you that are here on trial, I'm not sure who's in the room. I can quickly go through. 2 weeks ago, the bots did over 19,000 cumulative. Last week, the bots did over 18,000. But again, I may be getting different results than you or somebody in the room because you guys aren't shutting them off. If you guys don't know, when to, listen, it'd kind of be like playing golf is a great sport. We all love golf. Most of us do. But would you go out and play golf in a lightning storm? Probably not. So you hate it? Mark, you used to be a hell of a golfer. But my point is, guys, learn when to shut them off. Make your money and go. Make your money and go. I'm going through the list. I see a couple of our trials are in. If anybody has questions, please feel free to ask, guys. Looks like we're starting to build a bull flag on some of this stuff. Maybe later today. All right. As they would say in the South. All right, y'all. I'm done. Guys, it was a good day. It was kind of a slowish day. Be that as it may, the bots finished up 4,600. I'm not sure how I can say it's slow, or 4,300, whatever it was. I'm not sure how I can say it was slow, I guess, but okay. Thank you, Stephen. That's why that's right. That's why drinks are free and everything is free. Right, because they get their money back. Exactly. You're welcome, Hamid. All right, guys, have a great day. If anybody needs me, call me, email me, Skype me. Till tomorrow. I will be on Skype momentarily, guys. Be blessed. Have a great day. And I will see you all tomorrow. See you, fellas.